The NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wild Card Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Colts and the Red Dragons, and it comes your way next.
What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Bulldozes past him. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. To throw is Winston. Throwing for his line back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice run right there, and we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of, and here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year, and look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Space to run past the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels, and picking up some nice yardage.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Now this time he'll look to throw.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful on one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. This will go as an 11-yard loss there on 1st and goal. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab.
And the Red Dragons will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Set for the second quarter, San Diego in possession of the football. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker.
And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Red Dragons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Now Winston. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Back to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Red Dragons continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 21-0. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. And you're going to get him. Sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 3rd and short yardage, Winston. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And a trio of touchdown passes so far. They've got the lead as well. All is good in their football world at this point.
And it's so much fun for our colleagues, right? Think about our producer, our director.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now a play fake here on first down.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we're at halftime of this AF. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. And they have made this look easy. I mean, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easy.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Von Miller, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Bobby Okereke
providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who could make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Winston now. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
The home side once again ready to take over offensively.
They got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he's going to use his legs here.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. On play action, they'll throw.
Got a man, it's Waddle, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd down, here's an option right.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Yeah, brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Jalen Waddle,
33 yards.
and the Red Dragons are So take away the touchdown there, as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Jalen Waddle,
33 yards.
and the Red Dragons have got it on cruise control. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead will swell by one more. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Gregory Rousseau.
Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Another try after the first down sack. Winston steps away to his left. And he's going to go down again. Ed Oliver, he's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. And a really unbelievable play there on 4th and long. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to 4th down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this game, and they still made it work.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Winston. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Jameis to throw it. That is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Jameis again. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. The kick by Carlson is good. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that will extend this big lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card berth. It does it.
And Winston lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. He will push his way down to about the 14. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Pardon me, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
And a wild card win moves them on to the